Sanford Stadium in Athens. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got his man on the right. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Tight end getting vertical. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
Got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And the Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. The give, running right, it's Frazier. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Dogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Powers through the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll give to Frazier. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Brown. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, Manning. Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Works the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll give it to Brown. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Plows through the defense. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on third down. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on fourth down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. He's got it, first down and more. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Fires to the tight end. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Stockton. He slings it deep to the left. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago, because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Manning with a play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with his third possession. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. He goes right back to the air. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff for Frazier. Might have a chance. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they got it down to the 23. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. On first down, Nate Frazier. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running the red zone, it's Frazier. Headed to the end zone, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Arts to throw. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Spits it out to the back. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Hart's going to spin it again. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Arch Madness. It's on target and complete. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Motion from the back. Dropping back. It's Manning. Pocket breaking down. First down and more. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He makes a catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. The snap sets up the throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing Manning. Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Comes out on top with a pick. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We kick things off with Cal taking on the Florida Atlantic Owls. And it's the Golden Bears who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Play action, here's Manning. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A give to Brown. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Third down from the gun. Manning fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Manning on play action. Makes the grab. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Arch is going to throw for it. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the field. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
There's a crease. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Now here's Manning. Under fire. And they got it.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls it, fired complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That is a really good-looking throw. When you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia, Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Play of the quarter coming. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Brown again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And this offense has really struggled. And the only play they've made is to him out wide. So I understand why they're going back to him, but they've got to find something to get kick-started, to get moving, to get grooving. They've really, really struggled outside of the one play to that receiver out.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today.
And that's a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Sending the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the fourth. It'll be second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go play action with Manning. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Fires quickly. Got room at the 35. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
The Longhorns have a lot of options on second and inches. Manning. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Moving out to the right. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He'll try to take it back. He's at the touchdown Bulldog. The defense putting points on the board. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick them. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown Bulldogs! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Texas. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldog. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hand off for Brown. Got a little grass. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Brown has it. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. The inside. All the way. Touchdown, Longhorn.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's a gift to Frazier. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.